Have you ever fallen for someone without even realizing when it happened? There wasn't a big moment, no clear line where you could say, "That's when I fell." It just happened. One day, they were just someone you talked to, and then suddenly they mattered, more than you expected. And the strange part? It didn't feel dramatic at first. It felt normal, easy, like nothing was really changing. But something was. Because falling in love usually doesn't start with intensity. It starts with comfort, with small, consistent moments, a conversation that flows without effort, a laugh that feels natural, a sense that you don't have to try too hard to be understood. And your brain notices that. Not consciously, but quietly. It starts associating that person with ease, with safety. And that's where the process begins. Because your mind is always scanning for something, not just attraction, but familiarity, something that feels emotionally recognizable. That's why sometimes you connect with someone and you can't fully explain why. It's not just about how they look or what they say, it's how they feel to you. And that feeling builds over time, not all at once. You start thinking about them a little more. You notice their absence in small ways. You begin to care about how they see you. And that's the shift. Because now it's not just interaction, it's emotional investment. And here's something most people don't realize. Falling in love often happens in the space between moments, in the pauses after conversations, in the memories you replay, in the quiet thoughts you don't even question. It's not always what happens when you're with them. It's what happens after, when your mind goes back to them without effort. That's when attachment starts forming. And it doesn't feel like a decision. It feels like a natural pull, like your attention just keeps returning to the same place. And slowly, they become part of your emotional world. You start imagining things, not in an unrealistic way, but in a subtle way. Thinking about future conversations, wondering how they'd react to things in your life. And without realizing it, you're creating space for them in your mind. And that space grows. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The more you emotionally invest, the more your brain starts prioritizing that person. You notice their mood, you pick up on small changes, you care about how they feel, and that deepens the connection. Because attention is one of the strongest forms of attachment. Where your attention goes, your feelings follow. And this is why falling in love can feel so unexpected, because it doesn't always come from a big spark. It comes from repeated exposure, from shared moments, from consistency, from feeling seen even in small ways. I suggest you my ebook. Whether you're trying to fix a relationship or heal from one, this ebook gives you the clarity and tools to move forward with confidence.